India, the land that we call our own. Filled with youth who have opinions. And it is time that we started listening to them. Welcome to India at 75. Let us meet our speakers today, shall we?
Hi everyone, I am Sindhil Kumaran from Dayasadan Angwal Vidyalaya, Chennai. I am going to deliver my speech about data is new oil. In 2006, British mathematician Tesco marketing mastermind Clive shouted from rooftop that data is new oil. Our respected Prime Minister Narendra Modi addressed that data as new gold. Also proudly said that if there is one country in the world where data is cheapest, then that is India. Our Prime Minister also said Digital India is India's new face to the world. Data in the 21st century is like oil in the 18th century. Data can be viewed as a resource that is valuable, but only if we can find ways to properly extract value from it. Quality data is fuel for analytics and artificial intelligence. India is one of the largest and fastest growing markets for digital consumer with 560 million internet subscribers in 2018. Indian mobile data users consume 8.3 gigabytes of data on every month on average. Private and public sectors are both propelling digital consumption growth. Indian government in its biometric digital identity program Aadhaar enrolled 1.2 billion Indians. India's lower income states are growing faster than higher income states in internet infrastructure and subscription. The number of internet users were boosted by the cheapest internet connection in the world. Reliance Jio telecom operator has shaken up the Indian market with cheap high-speed mobile data and free calls. India internet consumption rose higher during the lockdown period. India had the largest Facebook user as of 2021. The government has fast-tracked reform in telecom sector and continues to be productive in providing room for growth for telecom companies. In conclusion, digital age had so much impact on the social, economic and political life of these societies today because it has brought so much changes in our daily aspects of life. It also helps us to improve and reshape our environment with practical, experimental and scientific knowledge or technology. Thank you for this opportunity.
Greetings to one and all present here. I am Drishti Jitendra Mishra of Grade 9 Hindustan International School, Karapakkam, Chennai. Now, the banking is an extremely important sector of India, isn't it? So today, I am going to talk about the Reserve Bank and its solid foundation, how India's regulatory banking body became its powerhouse. Now, the RBI is the central bank of the country. The RBI was set up on the basis of recommendations of the Hilton Young Commission. The Reserve Bank of India Act 1934 provides the statutory basis of functioning of the bank, which commenced operations on April 1st, 1935. The Reserve Bank of India was established as a private shareholders bank. The central office of Reserve Bank of India was initially located in Calcutta, which was later shifted to Bombay. The Reserve Bank of India issued first of its currency notes in January 1938. Post-independence, the RBI was nationalized. In the year 1949, through the Reserve Bank transferred Public Ownership Acts 1948, and all the shares were transferred to the central government. An interesting feature of Reserve Bank of India was that at its very inception, the bank was seen as playing a special role in the context of development. When India commenced its plan endeavors, the development role of bank came into focus. With liberation, the bank's focus has shifted back to the central banking functions. According to some data of 2019 to 20, in the year 2019, RBI had reduced its borrowing rate to 6% to boost industries and trade, which was an important move. The IMF and World Bank had given positive reports on India's GDP. In 2019, April, the World Bank and IMF had expected GDP growth of India to expand by 7.5%. All these data just make RBI even more important for India. Now let's talk about what is the future of RBI and banking in India. There are indications that RBI may be looking towards launching Central Bank Digital Currency, which is CBDC. In this sense, it represents a direct claim of the central bank than a liability of a private financial institution. RBI says that the very existence of bank is under threat due to tech, and it also says that the future of banking is going to be extremely different from the present. The future of banking will be driven by major technological changes and will transform drastically. The COVID-19 pandemic has redesigned our lives in terms of how we shop, how we work, and even how we bank. This has led to a major change in customer behavior. In future, the traditional banks and currencies won't even exist. Instead of notes and coins, we will have digital currencies. And all the banks will be online. There will be virtual banks, which means as soon as you log on to the website, you will see something that looks exactly like a bank, but online. And with the help of 360 view, you can move around the bank and use it just like you do in the real one. A real bank on your device, it will give you the experience of a bank from right here from your home. If you go to a bank instead of doing online banking, instead of humans, you will see AIs and bots. You will see self-serving places. Instead of humans, special banking bots will help you and advise you. It can be that there will be some few self-operating robots and some human-operated. The self-operating robots will operate by themselves, and the human-operated ones will be operated by the employees just by sitting at their homes. So this is how I see the future of RBI and banking. Thank you.
Greetings of the day. When you pick green, you win. On this note, I, Riya Dixit of Class 6C, is here to share my views on new and renewable energies. Renewable energy comes from a source that is not depleted when it is used, such as wind or solar energy. India is the world's third largest consumer of electricity and third largest producer of renewable energy. Solar energy is simply the heat and light that we get from the sun. We can harness this energy in a few different ways, such as photovoltaic cells, which convert the sunlight into electricity, or solar thermal technology, where heat from the sun is used to make hot water or steam. Wind energy or wind power describes the method by which we can generate electricity using the wind. Wind turbines convert the kinetic energy in the wind into a mechanical power. A generator can then be used to convert this mechanical power into electricity. Now let's focus on India's achievements. In 2020, 3 of the world's top 5
my dear friends. I am Ishan Mitra from class 8 of Calcutta Boys School. Today I am going to talk about archaeological achievements and the future of independent India. There is no denying that in the total scheme of historical investigations in archaeology in post-independence period was only a marginal vocational activity taken by a government department despite the achievements in the British India. Compared now, if we talk about the current India, there is only one thing that has improved. That is, the government has decided to widen the base of the archaeological research in the country. But in the strength of the Central Archaeological Survey, it is not even compared to the pre-1947 survey. Now being compared to the pre-1947 survey, the results and efforts in the post-independence period was very spectacular. The prehistoric and protohistoric roots of every part of the country had now been put into sharp focus, and in the historical field too there had been an increase in both quantity of excavated and explored data. Now if we talk about the archaeological achievements or the future. If we talk about the future, we have to talk about two major issues. The first one being that major manifold issues, and the second being the organizational and academic issues coming with it. The success of the post-independence period would go to only someone who had their the necessary education and the mental frame to look beyond their personal interest, to look beyond the interest of the region, class and group, and focus on the evolution of national archaeological policy, even with the bureaucratic constraints. One hope was determined when archaeology was determined as the academic discipline in the general class of the country. Thank you.
The evolution of the mankind is rooted in its understanding of yesterday, today, and tomorrow. In this endeavor, history has been recorded in many guises and disguises. There was a time when writing letters was the only means of communication, and so took birth the postal services. The postal services mission is to provide the nation with reliable, affordable, universal mail service. You know you need to marshal the power of the written word, but you worry that an email might get lost in a sea of messages. If you've got a bit of time on your side, follow your best instincts and send a letter. In an age when people are in a hurry to communicate, the recipient will know that you took the time to gather your thoughts and to assign them to paper. Greetings to one and all. I'm Jagriti Goswami from Apeejay School, Faridabad. India Post is a government-operated postal system in India, which is under the jurisdiction of Department of Post, Ministry of Communications of the Government of India. Generally called the Post Office in India, it is the most widely distributed postal system in the world. Let's take a look in the history of the Indian Post Service. The postal history of India is closely tied to India's complex political history. As the Portuguese, Dutch, French, Danish, and British colonialists gained power in India, their postal systems existed alongside those of independent states. Britain's involvement in the postal services of India began in the 18th century. Initially, the service was administered by the East India Company, who established post offices in Mumbai, Chennai, and Calcutta between 1764 and 1766. Warren Hastings opened the posts to the public in March 1774. Prior to this, the main purpose of the postal system had been to serve the commercial interests of the East India Company. Serving economic and political needs of the ruling authority remained a driving force in the development of the postal service. The Indian Postal Network is the largest network of post offices in the world. There are more than 150,000 post offices in India that are spread in urban and rural areas. In the era of modern technology and digitalization, the Indian Post Services could be used as a medium through which we can reach to the smallest of villages and rural masses. There are places in India where there is no banking facility, but there are post offices. The post offices can be availed with the banking facility like advancing of loans, check payments, using credit and debit cards, etc. This can be used to modernize the rural areas and help India to be a developed country. For more than 150 years, the Indian Postal Service has helped the country to engage in communication and social economic development. It has succeeded in touching the lives of people across the country. Let's raise awareness to honor the postal services and let our community know about the vital need of the postal service. Thank you so much.
Hello everyone, this is Jenny Pierce from Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu. Today I am here to give a speech on the topic No Child's Play, from console to arcade play, games for all ages and seasons. It is essential for a human being to live a happy life. To live a happy life, it is necessary to be healthy. A healthy mind in a healthy body is essential to live a healthy life. A person must be physically and mentally fit too. Gaming plays a crucial role in the life of human beings to keep them healthy and happy. Gaming is very important for the fitness of mind for people of every age. In fact, engaging oneself in any pastime activities is important as it will help them keep away their worries and work related stress. Games probably came into existence in the ancient times and has developed in more ways than the mind can imagine. From the Olympics to computer games and console games to virtual reality headsets, the growth is unstoppable. This is one of the reasons why people loved and still loving gaming for its unimaginable growth it has attained over the years and the possibilities it brings along with itself. The second being the fact is that games are an extension of film media which makes them so realistic. One reason why game lovers have the ability to play it for hours at a stretch. Video and console gaming in India is an emerging market. Since India is experiencing strong growth in online gaming, making it one of the top gaming markets in the world. Over the past few decades, the Indian gaming industry has gone close from non existent in the 1990s to one of the top markets globally in the late 2010s. In 2019, the online gaming market in India was estimated at rupees 6,200 crore with an estimated of 300 million gamers, a 41.6% increase from 2018. Marvelous, right? The industry is projected to reach 510 million gamers by 2022. Additionally, there are over 400 gaming startups at present that are accelerating the growth of this sector. Video games have various positive effects on both your health, physically and mentally. Gaming helps those suffering from various addictions or cravings to decrease their intensity of desires. A person learns various things by playing video games and applying those things in real life. Of course, everything has its own downfalls. With this, I conclude my speech and thank you for this golden opportunity. Thank you.
Hello everyone. In today's world, health and fitness are two words that everyone knows the importance of. A healthy body and a healthy mind results in a productive individual. My name is Jonas Thomas. I'm a 7th grader from BRS Global School in Bangalore. Today I will be talking about the Fit India movement. The Fit India movement was launched on 29th August of 2019 by our Honorable Prime Minister with a view to make fitness an integral part of our daily lives. The ancient India had a culture of fitness and sports throughout the centuries. Yoga, chess, wrestling, polo, and archery were some of the sports that originated and were popular in India. We also got introduced to newer disciplines like cricket, football, and athletics during the British era. Shortly after independence, India had more pressing problems to address than sports and fitness. However, our administrators tried to promote sports and fitness to some extent. School curriculums were developed with physical education as an integral part, stadiums and facilities were built, public and semi public organizations identified and developed new talent through their scouting programs. All of this resulted in modern success for India in the global stage of the past 75 years. We won 8 Olympic gold medals in hockey, 2 Cricket World Cups, and a handful of Olympic medals in wrestling, badminton, and weightlifting. Every time we had such success, it has encouraged and inspired a generation to go out and play. However, as a nation, we still do not give enough importance to physical fitness as much as we give for academic excellence. We need to change this in the next 75 years, and the Fit India movement could play a major role. The mission of the movement is to bring about behavioral changes and move towards a more physically active lifestyle. Here are some ideas to make this happen. Playing sports and keeping fit should be easy and accessible for everyone across age groups and genders. We need more community parks, playgrounds, and indoor facilities within each locality. People should be able to go out and play, run, swim, exercise in a safe and affordable manner. Schools should run the physical education classes with the same importance as other academic subjects. Credit should be given to exceptional athletes in course admissions, job opportunities, etc. Promote group events and competitions at every locality. Some of the examples could be yoga days, marathons, cycling events, etc. Promote some of our indigenous sports or disciplines like kabaddi, kho-kho, kalaripayattu, etc. the same way yoga was popularized. India's success in the 2021 Olympics has generated a renewed interest in sports and fitness. Let's all be part of the Fit India movement and ride this wave to build a healthy and fit India. This has been Jonas Thomas. Thank you.
The pages of history are old, but the essence it holds are eternally cherished. I, Kartikeya Vankineni, from Birla Open Minds International School, Hyderabad, am here to present my thoughts on the beautiful archaeology of our country. History tells us about our journey from ancient times to modern day, how we have progressed, the rulers, their administration, science and technology used in that era. It is said that India has been dotted with monuments since antiquity. Our country has a rich cultural heritage, and our ancient rulers had a great fascination for magnificent buildings like forts, temples, and mosques. I believe monuments are a cultural asset for a nation and a symbol of pride in their civilization. They help us to appreciate our past and the level of development, knowledge, and thoughts. Monuments speak volumes about the beautiful structure, victory, and harmony that it holds. The inestimable Taj Mahal is a sensational Mughal architecture and a symbol of India's rich history. Its matchless beauty got its highest ranking in the Seven Wonders of the World. People without knowledge of their past history and origin are like a tree without roots. Our history testaments definitely lies in our own hands. India has a number of remarkable monuments in almost every part of the country, but it is a matter of misfortune that almost all of them are in a state of neglect. It would be disheartening to see our future generation being deprived to relive the era, to witness and appreciate the stories of it. The governments at the center and the concerned state are trying their best to keep this sanctity and beauty. But unless people realize the importance of preserving these symbols of India's heritage, these monuments will continue to suffer. I firmly believe, as young citizens of the country, we need to step up to take the charge and work progressively towards preserving these monuments. We do not need to take giant leaps, but small initiatives like take a part of groups that are involved in awareness, join organizations like INTAC. Our heritage symbols are powerful because they are visible signs of the invisible realities. Thank you.